Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the foundation of the NFL as we know it. That's not an exaggeration. Because right now, behind the scenes in the fiercest front offices in football, an unprecedented move is brewing. A seismic shift so intense, it could redefine the landscape of the league for years to come. I've got sources, confidential contacts, insiders who are whispering in my ear that a supernova is about to explode on the NFL scene, and I guarantee you, what I'm about to reveal will blow your mind. But here's the catch. Nobody else has this info. Nobody outside the inner sanctum yet. This is secret, explosive, almost unbelievable. And I swear to you, every sign points to one name, one player, who is at the epicenter of it all. Now I want you to lock in and listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you, you won't hear anywhere else. This isn't just a rumor, it's a story that's developing in real time, in the shadows of the NFL's most powerful organizations. It's a game-changing story, with implications so massive that if it comes to fruition, it could send shockwaves from San Francisco to New England, from Dallas to Miami. You've never seen a story like this. The stakes are sky-high, the secrets are thick, and the real players involved. They are preparing for what could be a historic, record-shattering blockbuster trade. But who is it? Who is the star that's got the entire NFL talking in hushed whispers? Who is the player that insiders say will be the centerpiece of a deal that could reshuffle the entire gambling table of NFL power dynamics? That's what you're asking. And I promise you, you're about to find out. Because this, my friends, is the kind of story that will dominate NFL headlines for the next week, possibly longer. It's the kind of deal that sports fans, analysts, and insiders will be analyzing for months to come. Are you ready? Because the moment has arrived. Stay with me because I'm about to drop the most explosive secret of the NFL offseason. And trust me, once you hear the full story, you'll understand why this is no ordinary rumor. This is the deal of 2026. Now, before I reveal the identity, let me set the scene. The San Francisco 49ers, one of the most well-coached, most ambitious teams in the league, are in the middle of a transformation. Kyle Shanahan, the mastermind behind their innovative offense, is quietly furious about the way their roster has come together in recent years. Despite playoff success, there's a glaring hole, the missing piece that could turn this team from NFC contenders into outright Super Bowl favorites. The front office knows it, the coaching staff knows it, and most importantly, the players are feeling it too. They've been scouting, they've been making secret calls, flying in and out of the Bay Area under the radar, trying to craft a plan that's so perfect, it's borderline genius. For months, they've been searching for months, examining every possible option, every potential star that could elevate this offense, tighten their grip on the NFC, and finally put a championship trophy in their sights. They've been in secret meetings, encrypted texts flying across servers, private jets heading to undisclosed locations. And then they found HIM. I can tell you this, the target is elite, an absolute beast in the league, a player with a unique skill set that fits Shanahan's offense like a glove. A player whose name I've heard whispered in the most tightly guarded NFL circles. The puzzle pieces are aligning, the whispers are intensifying, the rumors are mounting. And now, I want you to prepare yourself because I'm about to reveal the unthinkable. Because the player they are targeting, it's none other than Pat Freiermuth. That's right, Pat Freiermuth, the Pittsburgh Steelers' formidable tight end. A player who single-handedly changed his team's offense in recent seasons, is on the brink of a seismic career move that fans never saw coming. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pat Freiermuth, who until recently was viewed as a solid but somewhat overlooked piece in Pittsburgh's roster, is now the centerpiece of what insiders say is the most complicated, most valuable, and most explosive trade negotiation happening this offseason. And I've got the data, the inside scoop, and the experts, validation that this deal could become a reality within the next few days. Let's dig into who exactly Pat Freiermuth is, what he's done, and why he's suddenly become the hottest name in NFL trade rumors. Now, to understand the gravity of what's happening, you need the full context of Freiermuth's career, his journey from a promising college star at Penn State, his rise as a tough, clutch tight end for the Steelers, and what makes him so irresistibly attractive to teams like San Francisco. Born in Newburyport, Massachusetts in 1998, Pat Freiermuth said goodbye to childhood dreams and hello to an NFL future when he was selected in the second round of the 2021 draft by the Steelers, pick 55 overall. Since then, he's transformed from a rookie talent into a cornerstone of Pittsburgh's offense. At 65 and 258 pounds, Freiermuth has a physical presence that simply dominates. His hands are reliable, career reception average of 10 yards per catch, 18 touchdowns so far, and in crucial moments, he's become a red zone nightmare for defenses. His first season, despite being a rookie, already marked him as a star in the making, 60 receptions for 497 yards and 7 touchdowns. By 2024, he had become the #1 tight end for the Steelers, bringing in 65 receptions, 653 yards, and another 7 touchdowns. His blocking ability, remarkably versatile, allowed him to excel not just in receiving, but as a key part of Pittsburgh's run game and short yardage situations. But that's where it gets interesting. In 2025, amid growing frustration over limited opportunities, just 41 receptions for 486 yards and 4 touchdowns, Freiermuth publicly expressed disappointment. Reports indicated he wanted a bigger role, felt underutilized, and was even considering his future in Pittsburgh. Yet behind the scenes, his star was quietly rising on the market, an untapped gem waiting to be unleashed. Now with his contract running through 2028 and cap hits of over $11 million for 2026 alone, Freiermuth's value is sky-high. The NFL's best teams see him as a perfect fit, an ideal blend of size, hands, blocking, and field awareness. Imagine him lining up in Shanahan's offense, running crossing routes, creating mismatches with linebackers and safeties, and transforming a team's red zone efficiency overnight. The potential is staggering. And trust me, the interest from the 49ers, it's real. Multiple sources confirm that the 49ers are internally discussing this move as a must-have. They see Freiermuth as the missing puzzle piece, someone to take the pressure off Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, someone to anchor their tight end position for years to come. But here's what's mind-blowing. This isn't just a straightforward trade. There's a storm of negotiation, rival teams trying to block it, billions of dollars at stake, and a chess game that involves contracts, scheme fits, and player futures. The front office in San Francisco has been working in secret for weeks, flying abroad, meeting with Steelers reps, sending subtle signals. The whispers tell us that this deal is on the table, and what's more, NFL authorities, insiders, and analytics teams are all validating the immense strategic advantage this move would bring to the Niners. And what about the man himself? Pat Freiermuth, the gritty, relentless tight end. What does he think? From what I gather, he's aware of the rumors. He's eager for a new challenge, hungry to prove he's a top-tier player, and craving a chance to showcase his skills on the biggest stage. The chemistry he showed in college, his clutch receptions, his ability to rise to the occasion, these are what make him a perfect fit for an offense that thrives on unpredictability and sheer physical domination. Furthermore, NFL insiders tell me that the praise for Freiermuth runs deep among coaching legends, GMs, and former players. He's a mini Gronk, one veteran scout confides. A guy who can do it all, block, catch, stretch the field, and make tough plays in tight situations. And with an official valuation from the league's analytics systems pointing to a market value of over $20 million per year as a free agent, the Steelers know they have a hot commodity. And more importantly, the 49ers believe they can get him for a fraction of what he might command on the open market, thanks to their negotiating leverage. Now let's go behind the curtain. Inside sources close to the deal, NFL executives, trusted agents, and team insiders are confirming that the discussions have heated up in recent days. And the words I've heard are staggering. Genius-level planning, a move that will rewrite contract negotiations, and a masterstroke in the making. The Steelers are reportedly weighing multiple offers, but sources say that the 49ers' bid is the most aggressive and the one that could seal the deal before the NFL Combine. Rivals, they're trying to block this. Rumors suggest New England, Denver, and even some NFC contenders are lurking in the background, trying to disrupt or at least complicate the negotiations. But San Francisco's front office, led by GM John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, is operating like a chess master, making plays in the shadows, keeping their cards close to their chest, and pushing forward with relentless focus. Sources close to Shanahan tell me he's personally involved, believing that Freyermuth would be the perfect complement to his offense, a game changer that can elevate their scheme to an even higher level. What's more, the coach's emotional reaction to this potential acquisition is said to be intense, driven by a desire to finally bring a championship back to the Bay Area, a dynasty built on power, precision, and now a little bit of NFL magic. The financial part of this. It's complicated. Big money, dead cap hits, and incentivized bonuses that could turn Freyermuth into a multi-million-dollar man overnight. The league's salary cap experts are already crunching numbers, and early projections indicate that if this trade occurs, the contract extension could be tailored to fit both teams' needs, with lucrative incentives for playoff success, Pro Bowls, and even a Super Bowl MVP clause. So what's next? The next 48 hours will be absolutely critical. It's a race against time, with the NFL's busiest week approaching, the official start of free agency, the draft, and a flurry of blockbuster moves. Watch this space because I can promise you, the moment this deal gets signed, the entire league will stop and listen. You may think you know the NFL. Think again, because what's happening behind the scenes right now is the kind of drama that legends are made of. This is not just about a player moving teams, it's about the dawn of a new era. San Francisco is betting everything, fueling hopes of a dynasty, risking the entire future on one bold move. And Pat Freyermuth. He's about to go from a star in Pittsburgh to a legend in San Francisco if this deal goes through. And here's the truth. The next 48 hours could determine the course of NFL history. Do you feel the buzz, the tension, the excitement? Because I sure do. This story isn't over yet, far from it. Stay tuned, stay alert, and keep your eyes on the league. The biggest trade bombshell of 2026 is just about to explode. And trust me, you don't want to miss a single second of what's coming. Because when it hits, it will change everything.